2013 G37 in here, and he's been on E85 for a little bit of time now, enough so that things can start to degrade, and we don't know exactly what it has for a fuel pump. So when Ricardo reached out to us, said the car felt a little sluggish, especially when he was accelerating onto the highway. So got it on the dyno, and immediately the first thing we'll do is put a fuel pressure gauge on it. So we've got our adapter with our CJM fuel pressure gauge, and immediately upon starting the engine, we could see our base fuel pressure was down in the low 40s. So base fuel pressure on one of these should be about 52 PSI. So we're down over 10 PSI. Went ahead, did a quick little pull, and we can see that fuel pressure just drops substantially. So get a little feed on that, you'll see what I mean by dropping. It drops significantly. So this thing's just naturally aspirated. But you know, over the years of running stuff, even if you have an 85 compatible fuel pump, things can fail. So the alcohol by nature is a little tougher on those components. So first thing we're gonna do is get the fuel pump assembly out, see what we have, and get this thing running healthy again. Guys, as you can see, Danny got that fuel pump in, a little after video of what our fuel pressure is doing, way better, and our power just came right back. So we made a few tweaks to the calibration and pulled as much as we could out of this thing since it's running E85. So it did have an original pump. Surprisingly, it lasted probably over 3 years on E85, but you know, needless to say, even your aftermarket pump, I've seen those things go bad after a few months, even a couple of years. So it's a good idea if the car starts to get sluggish to either check your fuel pressure, do a log, verify what everything's doing, burn the engine and get this thing running back to the way. All right, as you can see, this is the part partial passing aid, and red is after the fix and tweaking the calibration. You can see just a huge, substantial difference. So as progressively as it probably gets worse, it gets sluggish a little bit more and more until finally you're like, hey, something is really wrong. Lucky this thing didn't leave customers stranded because the fuel pumps at a certain point will just completely fail. Power gains just by replacing that car will feel normal once again.